everybody and welcome back to the Youth Academy Challenge with CD Toledo, and it is the start of the 2042 season. We've reviewed the squad. We have 2 games left of pre-season. Let's dive in and see how it's been going. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save. It's good to have you here. I am feeling much better than the last video that I recorded. Thank you all for the well wishes and get well soon comments and things like that. Really is appreciated. We are here and pre-season has been pretty dreadful. No, we've learnt a lot. A 1-0 loss to Barcelona away at the Nou Camp, actually not too bad. A 3-2 loss away at Celta Vigo, not too bad. A 2-1 loss away at Villarreal, not too bad. A 1-1 draw with Sevilla, actually a little bit disappointing because it was the 95th minute when they equalised, but again, not too bad. A 2-1 loss away at Cadiz is probably our worst result, although John Parsons did get a goal from the left-hand side. And we've got our last 2 pre-season games of the season, taking on Osasuna and Espanyol before we start the league season. Bilbao, Alaves, Mallorca, Burgos, and then we take on Barcelona, Granada, Real Madrid. So it's like 4 relatively gentle introductory games, and then we take on some of the big boys of the league, and we'll see how we get on. Now, I have gone through and renamed all the stadiums that have really bad stadium names, other than it seems Real San Sebastian. So I'll go through and they'll have a new name by the time we get there. But yes, I've gone through and renamed everyone that had pretty rubbish stadium names, and I've gone all through Wikipedia and found local sort of regions of nicety, that's not a word, but regions of nicety in that area, and they've got stadium names after it. So yeah, I quite like the fact I've put that much effort into it. So yeah, there we go. We're in a good, I feel like, you know, we said we got a small squad. We went through the squad and we've got youth players that we can call up and bring in and things like that. But more importantly, why pre-season has been very useful is because I think these will be backwards on here so you can't read them, but I've been making notes about teams we come up against and different systems that we can play and things like that when we come up against them. So yeah, hopefully it all works out, and the test will be Osasuna in 2 days' time, who, if we look at the data hub, go into next opponent and overview, you can see here they're playing a 4-2-3-1. They're going to sort of control possession. It looks like they're going to have a roaming playmaker, 2 wing backs, and no nonsense centre back. 1 inside forward, 1 winger, an advanced forward. You know, it could be pretty interesting. When attacking, Osasuna prefer in-swing and deliveries to the far post. Osasuna prefer marking players directly on defence, where the player covering both posts. And Osasuna prefer to leave players forward to play for counter-attacks on defence and commit lots of players forward when attacking. Okay, so we can use that all to our advantage, really. But a 4-2-3-1 with a roaming playmaker. Now, I've been busy during pre-season, as you can imagine, with tactics. We've come up with quite a few different ones. I have lots of different tactics in here now that we've been utilising and going through. But checking my notes, playing against a 4-2-3-1. Now, interestingly, I haven't come up against the 4-2-3-1 in pre-season, where they're just using what I would deem as a normal 4-2-3-1 system with wing backs. My thought here is they're leaving themselves quite vulnerable. If we plan this out in terms of what this system would look like in attack, the advanced forward will play on the last man, the inside forward will come in here, the winger will stay wide, the attacking midfielder will sort of roam around, maybe run into channels, the roaming playmaker will move up, the defensive midfielder and the 2 centre-backs will be isolated, I'd like to say, in a 3. And then you got your wing backs sort of pushing on a little bit, depending on if they're on attack or defensive. It maybe looks like Siles will be defensive. Hernandez potentially a bit more attacking on this right-hand side. So the logic in my brain suggests that what we need to do then is use 2 wingers to try and counteract the wing backs that they've got in there. We're also going to be using our own playmaker, but we are going to keep one of our our fullbacks as an inverted fullback. So if we go back, have a look at their system, the inside forward apparently is going to start on their left, which would be our right. So yeah, I'm happy to do an inverted fullback on that side. We use a wing back up here. So the things I'm thinking of with this system that we're using, the pressure forward can change from an advanced forward. We can mix it up a little bit. He's going to be pressuring the back, sort of back centre backs and things like that. Wingers will stay slightly wide, trying to free up space for the advanced playmaker. The roaming playmaker is going to push. Now, roaming playmakers, or people think a roaming playmaker is sort of drifts around like this. It's not. The roaming playmaker's role in FM24 is to actually sort of, as you progress the ball forward, he moves further forward. So as we progress into holding midfield, he stays here. As it progresses into centre midfield, he moves up here. As it progresses into the final third, he sort of moves up here. So again, hoping that the wingers mean that the advanced playmaker picks up a bit of space and the roaming playmaker picks up a bit of space. Wing back pushes on. That's pretty obvious. And we'll go from there. So yeah, they're not playing. We'll keep an eye on it to see what if they change their system, because I've got notes against the inverted wing back, inverted full back, and with a Segundo Volante in there as well. But really, I think we're going to be okay. If we look like we're on top, we can underlap as well to try and get more people forward, just to commit that roaming playmaker up there. The ball in midfielder might push up a bit higher. The advanced playmaker may underlap as an option as well. So that's how we're going to start. We do have Osasuna in 2 days' time, so we'll see how it goes. There's a clash with the B team. Well, we're just going to call up under-19s anyway. We'll be back for that. What is this system they're using here? That is obviously a system I've accidentally given the B team. There you go. Okay, so we're picking our team for the pre-season game. Joe Page, obviously in goal. We're going to go quite strong. I deliberately rested the starting 11 for the last pre-season game, which we lost to Cadiz. That was actually our under-19s and B team players playing, so it really wasn't too bad a result. On the inverted fullback side, we're going to have Xavi in there. The two at the back will obviously be Andrew Neeson and Liam Hollick. Now, Andrew Neeson can't really pass the ball, so we're just going to start him as a normal centre-back. Kike Andreas starts as the left-back. The ball in midfield will be Akinde. Next to him will be Kazushi in here as the roaming playmaker, because he's really, really good. On the right-hand side, Joel Pozzo, that's an easy pick. We're going to be starting Alberto Nunes in here, who has decent passing. Passing technique and vision is all pretty good as a playmaker. Crimson Mori can step in there as well. Jan Petrik's got a couple of goals in pre-season, can play in that position as well. And then because we're playing with a left winger, well, normally I'd give Mendoza a bit of a start for his physical attributes, but because he's slightly injured, I don't want to risk him. So we're going to start Pedro Moreira. He's not the quickest. He's got pace 13. He's 2-footed. Do we want Miguel Moreno? No, Miguel Moreno is left-footed, so we're going to start him out there. Pedro Moreira starts up front, and then all these players go on to the bench like so, and we jump into the under-19s. Kenneth Haar, Atli Berge, Andrew Burgess, Aaron Wall, Connor, Fintan Strait, Mocha, and I think that is all 15 players that we get to pick for this game. Right, so into the opposition, we're just going to check. So Hernandez looks like he's a bit more attacking on this side. Okay, it looks like they might be playing something slightly different, because the roaming playmaker was going to be on this side but would be higher up. So maybe they've just switched the roaming playmaker around to see what they're doing. But what we are going to do is just pressure their back two and goalkeeper when they got there. But their goalkeeper is called Toledo. What are the chances of that we're playing someone that's called Toledo? And then I'm sort of wondering if do we want to start with a pressing forward? We could do deep lying forward. Nah, they don't want to play deep lying forward with wingers. That wouldn't really work. We could just put someone up there to try and... Yeah, let's go and advance forward and see, to start with, just to try and pressure their back line into a few more errors, make them think about something. I'd normally use an advance forward if we were sort of counter-attacking a little bit more, but we aren't doing that at the moment. Right, point the finger. We should be winning this match. Let's make sure that we do. The final thing I wanted to check very quickly in transition, just the counter press, which is fine. We change all of these things during the game. Higher defensive line, high press slightly more often, and we go from there. Right, the only other final thing I wanted to look at, opposition. Juan Ramon up front. He's got good first touch. Jump and reach 9 to 13, not amazing. Off the ball is pretty decent. Yeah, okay. His off the ball is good. His decisions are okay, so he could break through. He's currently unhappy at the club. And Aguado, what's his jumping reach is, well, could be good, between 11 and 17. Off the ball is 10 to 15 is okay, but his decisions are 9 to 14. Yeah, okay. They're not brilliant, so I'm just thinking player-wise, we're just going to get Andrew Neeson to mark specific player, the striker, because Andrew Neeson is pretty good at marking. 16 marking, positioning's good, decisions, concentration is good, so he should be very good at doing that. So just into pre-season we go. Right, Osasuna are lining up in a 4-2-3-1, as we know. That is what our scouts said and what we saw in the team sheet as well beforehand. We're lining up in a 4-2-3-1. We're sort of matching them up a little bit. It's a strong 11 we've picked out, so I am expecting a decent performance from this one. We've started with a bit of match momentum, which is good. And we're just going to watch this one through. Now, I might slice this up. I'm undecided how we're going to do this. But I want to watch and see what is happening. Ah, yes, we forgot about what they were doing from their corners, didn't we? Let's quickly go tactics. Set pieces, corners on attack. Defending corners. Yeah, okay, we've got 2 people ready for the counter. I'm not too fussed about leaving one up. Yeah, that should be okay. We haven't got anybody on the posts. Now, I think it said far post. Oh, we do have someone marking the far post. Okay, yeah, we do have someone marking the far post. So we'll leave it like that for now. Let's see what their first corner does as it swung in, headed away. Should have left someone up front. Hossama keeps it alive. Back to Cole. Cole turns back to Hossama. Ball in. Cole again. We have been very vulnerable to those sort of low little crosses and cutbacks at the start of this pre-season. Good block. It'll be another corner from Liam Hollick. A good block. 10 minutes in. Cole with his big afro is going to swing this one in. We've headed that away. Hossama will keep it alive again. They are committing a lot of people forward. We could potentially leave someone up there. Let's just demand a little bit more. We're pressuring there. Okay, so they've gone wing back, half back's going to drop in. Inside forward on this side matches up with Javi. That's not too bad. Yeah, they've got an advance forward, so they're going to be looking for balls over the top, I imagine. So hopefully we could try and just say don't. I don't want to do that because that's going to push our line up even higher. What are they going to want to do? Oh, we'll leave it at least. It's very early. It's only 19-ish minutes in. Aguado into Caracedo. You can see they're getting a lot of space in midfield. Vallejo on it. Out it goes to Hossama. Now I'm just looking to see. See, that's their inside forward. So, yeah, they're leaving a lot of space, causing Pozzo to come back, which is what I do not want. I really want Pozzo staying up the pitch. So I think what we're going to do is just change you to a full-back on support. And we're actually going to say don't give them as much time in the middle and go ball-winning midfielder onto support. Long cross into the back post. Juan Ramon's header is over the bar. That's not too much of an issue if they have attacks like that. So Hossama with the ball in. Aguado into Vallejo. Great tackle from Javi. And, I thought we were going to intercept that one. Here's Extade on the edge. It's going to have to be a good shot from there to beat Joe Page. So I don't mind those sort of shots. I mean, we aren't creating very much at the moment. Moreno back to Andreas. Andreas cross in. Pozzo was lurking at the back post. Headed away. Vallejo. Tackled by Akinde. Pozzo falls to Kazushi. Trying to feed it through. Moreno! Good save from Toledo. And we have just had our first real chance. Pozzo. Now we should play this short and try and move the ball around, given that they have loads of numbers back and men on the post. But you can see we're gaining match momentum, not creating too much with that momentum, but we are playing better and winning the ball back. Moreno into Moreno. Comes forward, Moreno. Nunez! Shot is blocked. Nunez keeps it alive. Pozzo, Moreno, Akinde, Kazushi. That's a good ball to Andres. Moreno. Unlucky. Yeah, I think changing Javi to a fullback has just helped us have a bit more forward push, as it were. But we just need to make sure that we keep this going. Hossama to Vallejo. The inside forward has just cut in. Here's Casado. Vallejo again. A shot from range. Easy for Joe Page to save, but safely touches it over the bar. We are just under the cosh a little bit. Morea, I do think we need to... Oh, good tackle from Morea. Kinde tried to pass it out from the back. Morea with a good challenge again. Exterior. No, that's attack over. Okay, corner ball. Pozzo. Now let's go short. Go short. That's it. Move it around. Andreas. Back post header. Toledo with a good save. Should be half-time. And it is half-time. And our shooting has been awful, as it says down there. An XG total of 0.39. Not amazing. We've had same amount of shots as them. Sort of feel like we can take the game to them a little bit more. Let's be better in front of goal, because that is what the stats are sort of showing us. Do I want to underlap? Do I want to underlap in here? I mean, everyone's playing very average other than the striker. Let's try it. Let's try and commit a few more people forward. I don't think we need to go down the wings either, to be honest. We could work the ball into the box. Yeah, let's go underlap and work the ball into the box. The underlap is basically just going to get us to commit more people forward. So I'm hoping that is what we could do. And I don't want to push the line up any higher. That's good pressure from Xavi. Hossama down the line to Vallejo. Hossama into Caicedo. Vallejo again. Caicedo holds on to it. Back to Siles. Aguado drops deep. But again, good pressure. Tried to get Pozzo away. It's an injury to Hossama. I wonder if that will change up what they do with their system. Doesn't look like it. The other thing is you could attack through them. Like, the underlap should help us out because the halfback's going to drop so deep they're going to have one player on his own. I'm also sort of thinking, do we need a ball winner in here? But I just feel like at the moment we're being let down by terrible, terrible finishing. Pozzo off. Kyoka on. Maria off. Jan Petric on. As I said, he's got a couple of goals in pre-season, Jan Petric, so he can come on up there. I think we're going to berate them, I think we're going to be like, what the hell are you playing at? Caicedo, ball through. Neeson intercepts well. Here's Kyoka. Kyoka comes forward with it on the right-hand side. Going all the way here. Can he put it back? Nunez into the space. His shot's blocked. He can't finish. Nunez cannot finish. Kazushi. Akinde into Nunez. Back to Akinde. Kazushi. Jan Petric. It's a dangerous pass. Andreas. Liam Holick. But we can't. Yeah, we're dominating the game in terms of match momentum. Now I feel like we're potentially having too many touches in the box. So, free kick, in it goes. Extaria is there. Back to Caicedo. How deep are we? Get out to him. Well done, Xavi. Great challenge. Jan Petric picks it up, but loses the ball on the edge of his area. Over the bar. Joe Page not really threatened. Okay, they've not really changed anything, have they? So they've got right back going up, which would be our... Would that be our left side? Potentially we could... Yeah, their right would be our left. So let's go for this. Moreno inside forward on attack. Andreas wing back on attack. Really push up. Roaming playmaker out here as well is going to help. Oh, didn't want to do that. You still drop back there. You're now going to come in. You're going to go up. And we're going to have an underlap as well. Yeah, I think we could leave ourselves open at the back, but it's pre-season. This is why you try things out, right? This is why you do this and you try it out. 20 minutes to go. We haven't made any subs yet either. Xavi with a throw-in. Kyoka, Xavi. Nunez. Cross in. Moreno! Oh! As an inside forward, he was attacking that back post. Our one shot on target is awful. It's absolutely woeful. It really is. Let's change you to a pressing forward, which is what I prefer in this system anyway. Let's make some changes. Andreas off for Phil Lewis coming on the left. We'll do Xavi as well for a slightly more attacking fullback in Kenneth Harve. Akinde coming off for Dave Supreme. Kazushi. This is the interesting one because I don't know if we've got anyone that's as good as passing as Kazushi. The new Atli Berger's passing 5. Aaron was passing 10. It's not looking amazing. Passing 10. And Miguel was the best of passing 12. But I think maybe Dave Supreme plays there. Yeah. You play there. Kazushi off for Miguel. I think we are going to do... Let's do Nunez for Crimson Mori. Get the experience on. And Miguel Moreno is looking tired. Let's bring on... I'll tell you what. I want to go for the... We just saw a good headed opportunity. Jumping reach 7 for Fintan Straight. Mocha. Jumping reach 8. I mean, neither of them are incredibly good. Jan Petric. Jumping reach 10. Miguel Moreno. He's jumping reach 14. Yeah, he's much better in the air than any of those. I wonder what Phil Lewis has got. Jumping reach 6. Okay, so Miguel Moreno stays on because I want him attacking the far post with headers as it goes up. Jan Petric tries to knock it down. Vallejo, good tackle from Jan Petric. Kyoka Cuoca comes down this right-hand side. Couldn't beat his man, though. Munoz did well. Aguado. So we've got a good defensive shape. Kenneth Harv wins it well. Comes forward on the right side. Ball into Moreno again. It's that ball. It's that ball. If I had Phil Parsons on the bench, he'd be having an opportunity now. But come on, demand more. 10 shots, 1 on target. But we have been the better team. And that is what we wanted to see in this pre-season. Toledo with the goal kick goes long. Jan Petric tries to get there over Hoyt Long. Phil Lewis wins it. Hernandez up to Olabe into Aguado. Aguado cross in. Neeson is easily going to win that one. Fernando shots not very good. 5 minutes to go. Are they changing anything? They are not changing anything at all. Oh, they have. They've gone ball winning midfielder and anchorman. Wow, that's even more defensive than what they were doing before. So they're going even more defensive. So we're going to go attacking. And we want to get the win. So let's try and counter as well. Push our people forward. And out of possession, we're going to step up and get stuck in. Just to try and do something in this game. Toledo, the goalkeeper with a goal kick, goes long. Liam Hollick with a header. Jan Petric out to Cuoca. Munoz, good challenge. Aguado, Kenneth Harv does nip in and get there first. Comes down the right hand side. Ball in again to the back post. Moreno. It's a shot on target. It's a shot on target, but it's not ideal. They've changed. They've gone to a 3. Oh my God, they've gone to a 5-2-2-1 wide. What on earth do I do against the 5-2-2? 5-2-2-1. What is that? That is a horrible system. There's only 4 minutes of added time left, so we're not going to over. Let's focus play down the right. Okay. Focus down. I've got notes for a 5-2-1-2, which plays pretty similar. So we're going to go slightly higher tempo, get our low crosses in to see if we can get our people in behind. I think everything else will sort of keep the same. Focus down the flanks and pressure their wing backs is what I've got. So pause that. Into the tactics. Opposition. We will tackle you hard and we will trigger you as a press. Tackle you hard and we'll do all of this stuff with you as well because you're at the back and we want you to fuck up. Excuse the language. And then we are going into... I want to go into my tactics. So confirm that. Play, pause. Tactics. Can I now change it? No, because it's going to make some changes. But I do want to just change you. Inside forward on attack. Wing back on attack. Ball wing midfielder on defend. Our plan is to just overpower them with their wing backs. That's the plan. Now they've gone... my changes haven't kicked in yet, and their changes have, which is a little bit unfair, but Olabe with the corner, nothing comes of it. We're staying on attacking. We're going to try and take the game to them. But not enough time to make the changes as Olabe goes up to Hernandez. Hernandez goes back to Aguilera. Hernandez is there. But there you go. It's 0-0. I think you can argue we were the better team. More shots. Only one more. It's the shots on target that's really let us down. Higher XG. No one created a clear-cut chance. We both hit the woodwork once. More possession. More corners. More passes and more passes completed. We didn't quite win as many tackles, which means they were on the defensive. 2 yellow cards, higher average rating, more high-intensity sprints. Yeah, you can see we weren't really progressing the ball forward, which I don't mind in our passing map, which is probably behind my head. Yeah, it's... Interesting. Gives me things to think about. That's why I like doing pre-season. That's why you should all do your own pre-seasons, to be honest. We should have won, so despite the result, we'll be successful if we keep that up. I think, we keep morale high, and we were frustrated. A low-key affair, quality was short in supply. Yeah, it was the shots on target that were dreadful. The other thing, we're not going to be able to have time to do 2 games in this episode, but the other thing I wanted to touch on was training. So you'll notice I've got no one doing any extra focus at the moment. There is a reason for this. If you look at workload, during pre-season, if you get someone else, If you get, let's take, I'll tell you what, we need strikers, don't we? Strikers need to shoot and score more. So if we went for like Miguel Moreno and went shooting, oh, it stays on very light. Is that because you're really tired? It's normally, let's just go. Oh, it's not changing now. Maybe we're so far into pre-season that it's not changing. Anyway, at the beginning of pre-season, if you tell people to do extra focus, that changes to high and there's a higher risk of injury. That's all I wanted to say, really. So what I am going to do is go through all of this and get people working on what they need to work on, to be honest. I do notice we've got a couple of people in here that are not learning what I want them to learn. So let's quickly change that. Centre back, ball playing defender on defend. Aaron Wall, you are actually going to become a holding midfielder, ball winning midfielder on support. We've got Connor in here. We are training him up to be an advanced playmaker if he can do it. Fintan Straight, we're going to get you on there as well as an advanced playmaker on support. Jan Petrick, we're actually training you to play on the... Oh, no, yeah, as a striker, as a pressing forward on attack. And then we've got Pedro Morea. I need you to just be better up front, really. And then Mocha, you are going to be on the left as an inverted winger on attack for now. And I think that is everyone other than Kenneth Harve, who is going to be a right back full back on attack, just to get you learning the attributes I want you to learn at the moment. But there we go. So we've got one game left of pre-season, and then we've got the start of the season against Athletic Bilbao, Alaves, Mallorca, and Burgos. But that's more. It's going to be more like that. The video is going to be more like that, where we're trying to talk around what we're doing and how we do. So we were the better team in the game, but we just couldn't find that goal, and our finishing was very, very disappointing. And given the fact that we weren't sort of missing a striker, which is normally my concern, to be, say, missing potentially our starting striker or something, we had arguably one of our best youngsters up front. A bit disappointing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for the start of the season. I may do a couple of games off camera. Maybe we'll come back for Mallorca. It'd be nice to do a home game, because I haven't played at home yet, actually. So maybe we'll come back for Alaves or something like that. Maybe Burgos. But we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.